following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Happy Halloween. Love coming out of you makes you happy. The whole world can love you, but that's not the love that'll make you happy. What will make you happy is to share the love you have inside of you. That is the love that'll make the difference. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 52, NASDAQ up 35, S&P's up 6.5, gold contract down $6.20, trading at $12.71 an ounce. Silver down 13 cents, $16.71 an ounce. Copper flat, $3.11 a pound. Light sweet crude up 25 cents, $54.40 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 3 ticks, 124.29. 30-year bond up 1 tick, 152.13. King dollar down 19 ticks, trading 94.435. The euro is at 116.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113.75 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get a sideways market out here. The SPY's trading up 61 cents. You're at 257. Bottom line, not much action. You get no volume. Market's taking a little break after that big day last week. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. Dow's up $50 right now. The strength putting points into the Dow Industrials, it's Apple. Apple is putting 16 positive points into it. Goldman's putting 15. Chevron's putting 10. Intel's putting 8. United Health's putting 7. Taken away from it, not many. Boeing's putting 4 negative points in. Microsoft 4. 3M 4. We go take a look at the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX 100. You have the Micron Tech, that is up 6.5%, monster number, $2.76, trading $44.41. Mondelez, now Mondelez is not like Micron. Mondelez has been a dog. That's up 6% also, $2.34, $41.63. Win is up 4.5 at $6.41. Trading 147, and you get Western Digital up 4, trading 89.32. On the way down, Mylan Pharmaceutical, that's getting smoked. That's down 8%, or $3 at 35.18. You get Qualcomm down 7.3%, $4 down $50.62. Alexa Pharmaceutical down 6%, or $6.84 at 119, and Hasbro is off 2.5. Trading down 2 at 92.67. Let's go over to Micron Tech first. That's the leader inside the NASDAQ 100. And that is a break topside, and it's a credible break, and you get an ABC up. Look at that. So your A point on there is 34. Your B is up 42. You get about $8, and that's going to say a 48 ABC structure on the way up. It's been on a tear. big time. No two ways about that. That is on the top side. On the, what was the other stock here? Oh, yeah. So let's go see what's Mylan Pharmaceuticals doing first. So Mylan Pharmaceutical out here, that's down $3, trading $35. Oh, man. Okay, I see. Okay, so this one top side, October 3rd. We went from a price point of 31, gapped up to 39. Bottom line, it's finishing that gap. Oh, man, that's an intense gap to just get taken out on. So let's see. Mylan's, this is pretty interesting. So Mylan Pharmaceuticals' second-ranking executive was named in a civil investigation by dozens of states conducting a multi-year probe into alleged price collusion by makers of generic drugs that is now targeting senior managers. State attorneys general said they're seeking to sue Rajay Malik, Mylan's president and executive director, as part of expanding complaint against pharmaceutical companies, excuse me, folks, from 45 states and the District of Columbia. Big number. Another stock out here that is taking a little beating out here is United, Under Armour, rather. That's down $2.94, trading $11.80. And this has been a one-way trip down, no doubt. And let's put this on a... Okay, so you got an ABC down here. Let's see where we are. Real question is, the most conservative way to do it is $21. Down to 15, approximately $6. Yeah, which gets you $10.89. This is serious business when you look at Under Armour, because what you do have, Under Armour hasn't been public for that long. Looks like April of 2016. Let me see this. So, yeah, April 17th. Oh, no. No, this must have went. They might have changed something. Yeah, so Under Armour, this has been public since November of 2005. Went public at $13.94. Goldman Sachs. So bottom line is that they're in trouble. They're in trouble big time. Let's go take a look at Mattel. Mattel out here is down $1.45. You're trading $14.16. And yeah, this is a classic. One of our tigers in the den saying it's a railroad tracks, and this is a classic railroad track. You go down, you go back top side, you give it up again. The stock's into. This is an ABC structure on the way down too. This is. This looks to me like it's. Let's see this for a second. So you got. We take it from the gap. You get $20. Yeah, you get about $6 there too, which gets you down to approximately $10. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market right out here. Well, actually, let's go over to Facebook and Apple. Facebook and Google, because what you do have out here right now is that they are in front of Congress. Facebook trading flat. Google also trading flat. TWTR and Twitter. That's down 71 cents. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
You get the NASDAQ up 31. S&Ps are up 6.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, right here at TFNN, Basil's got an outstanding show every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. The way that you can check out The Opening Call free for 30 days is come over to our website at TFNN, go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters, you can test drive The Opening Call 30 days absolutely free. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. So you ready for Halloween?
I think I'm ready. Yes.
Love it. Love it.
You know, we don't get all that many kids for a long time now. I think they have parties or something, you know, something that's, you know, cocoons them, because I don't see them walking around like they used to.
Right.
In different areas, maybe they do. I don't know. Here we haven't had that many kids.
No, that's right. No, it's a hit and miss. I think it's a hit and miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, what are we going to look at today, Basil?
So let's start, as we always do, we start off with the Dow.
Okay.
And for some subscribers to my opening call, they're still long from the 222.98 area in the diamonds, and it's trading right now at about 233.82. So that's a good gain. But I'm trying here to short. Yesterday at the open, we did a small short position via the DOG. That's 1-to-1 short the Dow. So it's really a tentative start, and we're waiting to see, because we were lucky. We got in right at the open, so there's a little bit of a cushion. In fact, it's down about a penny. So it's so far that's okay. But you can see we've used time rather than price so far. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day since the all-time high at 23,485 back on the 24th of October. So everything about the technical suggests there should be a pullback, but I don't think that the market has got the memo yet. We'll see. But so
yeah.
But if it breaks above 23,485, it's just recycled higher. It's just it's an incredible move. But the way I looked at the market, every single thing about the technicals that I'm looking at here, both the Dow daily, the IWM, and the S&P said that there should be a pullback. Just got to wait for the QQQs, that's the NDX 100, to start its pullback. Hasn't done that yet. But that this is part of that whole rotational cycle thing that I've been talking about for about 6 years here, that as soon as one sector looks ready to go down, another sector takes its place, and that's what buoys the market. But for subscribers, we've been very lucky because if I go alphabetically, we're still in Bank of America. From the Bank of America, we're in from 23.40s. It's trading at 27.43. It made a peak E-top, so it's digesting some of those gains. So that's good. We've got the DBC. You remember I spoke to you about the commodity index, which
Yes.
has a better percentage overall in the crude oil, in the oils itself, and that's done very nicely. We're long from 14.82. It's trading at 16 right now. It's only in leg C. It should go higher, but the pattern that I always look at, that left side, right side price time match, it went above our target of 16.08 in the weekly. That's leg E, but it also broke out in the monthly. So far, this is very good. Another one that you remember I spoke about, that we had General Motors. We had it from the 34s, one position. It actually went to the 46s, but we also had a second position, a trading position in the 37s. We took profits at 45s. It's trading now at 43. I think it's now going to digest these huge gains. And also, you remember I spoke about the dollar. I was looking at this pattern, the pattern I just spoke about, that V-shaped pattern that we were looking at in the DBC. Is the pattern that, let me just open this nice and wide. The pattern we're looking at right now is in the weekly chart, and it's the Dow. And what I discussed was that the Dow, let me make this broader, and I'll expand that so you can see on Tiger TV. What I said is,
You mean the dollar, right?
I'm sorry, the dollar, yes. So from 91.92, that was the low back in May, the week of the 6th of May, 2016.
Yes.
It took 35 weeks to get to what we call a peak G in the Chapman wave at 103.82 the week of the 6th of January. And then if you use that as a pivot, I called it a plumb line, that January the 6th of 2017 midpoint, it came down in exactly the same 35 weeks that it took to
That's
go up.
wild.
Isn't that, how
Yeah.
does it know? I mean, it's a remarkable thing. 35 weeks exactly, it makes the low. And the day of the low, we went long via the UUP. It's really not a great instrument. It's the best thing we've got to go long the dollar. So we went long the dollar. And so far, this is very good. And you can see the dollar, the technicals are starting to improve. I don't think it looks fantastic, but it is steadily moving higher. And I think that's part of what I've been looking at when I had said a while back that I thought that gold looked good looking out, but shorter term, more intermediate term, I'd say, having had such a big move, it needed to digest those gains. So I think as the dollar's been digesting for the dollar, gold has been digesting for its next big move, the dollar's been moving higher. And I think this is, I'm treating it as a counter trend rally, but so far it's been very good to us. And we started a short yesterday, as I say, at the Dow, at the opening bell yesterday. And it was down about 85 points. So it's giving us a little bit of a cushion. And it's really just to kind of start a shorter term, a trading position, because it looks to me as if there's a possibility we might, over the next few days, there's a possibility we might get some bad news. And I don't think this market's going to stay down unless the market perceives whatever the news is to be bad. The futures open sharply lower every day, try to rally, close sharply lower at the end of the day, and the volatility index, which now is only at about just $9.90, until it goes into the 13s and holds there. I don't think we're going to get a sustained move, so I'm treating this as at least a starter position. It seems to me that there's a chance that this week we could have a little bit of market news that market perceives as how do we handle this with the Fed, maybe even Facebook. I'm looking at Facebook, and it's been a spectacular stock. But the way I'm looking at it technically, unless there's just a fantastic surprise to the upside, it could have a little bit of a consolidation. It's already really been consolidating from the 175 high back in July of this year.
And we have, let's see, so I believe is Thursday Facebook, and then Apple tomorrow, right? Yeah.
And Apple tomorrow. Now, Apple's had a very big rally. Look at this single leg up, E, and is bumping into resistance. I think that this is, if ever there was an opportunity for the market just to take a breather, perhaps this is the week. I don't want to get too carried away with this. I don't want to, land up shorting a whole bunch of things on speculation. I'm doing it technically, and I think the Dow is a little bit, although Apple's in the Dow, I think Dow is a little technically weaker than the QQQs, so I'm doing it step by step. And but mostly, the weekly charts, and that's really the big thing that's stopping me from trying to overshort, is that the weekly charts are looking really strong. So it's going to take it'll take about a 3 to 4% pullback in the index's daily charts to even start to impact the weekly charts. So I don't want to get too carried away. And what's interesting, we're still trying to find some longs. We missed a long position by a little bit just 2 days ago, and that stock's up 10%. So yes, there are stocks that are doing very nicely. And I think you got to just be very selective here. So fortunately, the overall portfolio is doing very nicely. And so every day my subscribers get a very detailed report, and we go through the charts of the different stocks that we are looking at or have a position in.
And folks, the way that you can take a look at it, 30 days absolutely free. Go over to our website at TFNN. See right in the top newsletters. You hit the newsletters, hit trading newsletters, see the opening call, hit that, 30 days absolutely free. Basil, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 46. You got the Nasdaq up 31. S&Ps are up 5.5. Let's go over to GE. If you want to see something that's pretty amazing, folks, okay? You know, GE, bottom line, you know, been around forever. In fact, it's the only stock that's still left in the Dow Industrials that started in the Dow Industrials. All-time low for the year, today, $20.05. The high was 32 for the year. So when we take a look at this, this is in a one-way track. And what's so intriguing about this is that you have a high-volume swing low at 1937. Bottom line, it's coming into that with monster volume. So when we bring this up, folks, that high volume low had done 929 million shares. Well, guess what? On the monthly, we are coming into that with 1.7 billion shares. So that's telling me, number one, it's going to break. More than likely, what we're going to see is it's going to run down to $11.35, which is the high of the low. Now, if this volume keeps up, bottom line, it can test the low. But watch this. As Basil and I were just on, because I know this used to be one of his kingpins. Not that he wasn't buying it, but he's always watching it. Now, when you take a look at who's getting in and who's getting out of GE, this is where it gets really intriguing. And you can see how even these big funds, they'll double down, which is pretty amazing. The first one out here that just doubled down and just did it, by the way. If you're looking at this filing, this would have been done before September, by the end of September 30th. 23 million shares, Franklin Resources. We move down again. You're going to see, well, Vanguard, but that's going to be an ETF structure. They went into 3 more million. We pull this down a little bit more. You're going to see Standard Life. They bought 4.9 million. And we bring it down a bit more. You're going to see Hexavest. They bought 1.5 million. It looks like they just doubled up their position. You know, this is the most dangerous thing. They're doubling up on a stock going down. Now, let me go the other way. When you see this is who's bailing out, and some of these folks have totally bailed out. And I'm not looking at the ones, if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, I'm not grabbing the ones that were from June. What I'm doing here is I'm going to go for the ones that say September. You see AP Asset Management, they sold 1.4 million. Now, they have 16 million left. This is where it gets really dangerous. When you see a large fund that they're starting to sell, they don't sell all at once. And when you see that they have a lot more left, it's like, okay, man, are they getting out totally? We bring this down a little bit more. What you're going to see is that Nationwide Fund, they sold a quarter of their position, 1.2 million shares. They have 3.7 left. You go down Victory Capital, they sold half of their position, 1.1 million. They have 1.5 left. I'm ballparking some of these. You get down to next one. RNC Capital, they moved everything out. They just about. They moved 1.1 million shares out. They only have 65,000 left. Honeywell, this is a big one now. Honeywell probably does business with them. Honeywell sold all their whole position, 1.1 million shares. You have Prudential Financial, they sold 1 million. This one's a dangerous one because they have 20 million left. We go down to Sable Trust Bank. That sold 1 million. They had 72,000 left. They're probably gone by now. You have Paloma Partners. They sold 778,000. They have 141,000 left. And let's see. Legg Mason. Yeah, Legg Mason's still selling. This is interesting. They just sold yesterday. Yeah, they sold 560,000 shares yesterday. They have 1.4 million left. Bottom line, you have lots of sellers inside that market, and that thing, it took, you know, when I first was looking at this, it had taken us a year to go from 32 to 22. It has only taken, 8 days to go from 22 down to 20. So they got some problems, and it looks to me like it's going to get down into that level, and I suspect if I was the new CEO, I'd want it to get there ASAP, and they better throw everything at that in order to basically clean everything out. And I just don't know whether the company's so large that can they do it at once. Well, you know, we'll find out. Some of the higher volume stocks out here in this market out here today. Actually, let's go to. I want to see if U.S. Steel. So they're coming out after the close today. They're trading down $1.25 at $25. That got some volume on the way down, and I believe that might be because of AKS. AKS come out, I believe, yeah, they come out this morning. So that's down $1.27. This thing is, oh, look at this. This is an ABC down. This is dangerous. Okay, so let's put this back. Man, when these things get smoked, they get smoked. So AK Steel, $11 to 5, you get $6. Oh my God. So AK Steel, folks, this is pretty intense. AK Steel is saying it's going back into the single digits. The low in AK Steel thus far is 193. When I bring this back, even going back, yeah, I have to go back. 2003, it was 180, but this is a monster ABC down. Let's see what they had to say out here, because this is going to be a heads up for U.S. Steel. So let's see. They lost 2 cents. The net sales, the estimate was $1.52 billion. They made $1.49. They were supposed to make 3 cents. They lost 2. So that's a problem child. If we go over and we take a look at U.S. Steel, U.S. Steel going to be coming out after the close today, and U.S. Steel is down $1.25 right now. Oh yeah, this is problem child too. So this is already down from 41. You're at 25. This has a high volume low laying out at 21. Put this on a monthly. Yeah, these steel companies are in trouble again. Man, these steel companies, when they get in trouble, they just get in trouble, and it takes a long period of time. You know, when we go back on these steel companies, from 2008, they've never really been able to get any traction. You know, U.S. Steel came down from $196, got to $16. It's been consolidating between 60 and 64. You know, a little trouble in paradise there. Some of the other high-volume stocks out here, you have Marble is up 7 cents. You got Twitter down 58. Qualcomm, let's go look at Qualcomm. So Qualcomm, the news on Qualcomm is that Apple's not going to be using a lot of their parts. Qualcomm is going down with big volume, 24 million shares, $50.80. We take a look at this, and this is going to be wild, because this is the second big downdraft that has some juice underneath it. We'll see how it goes after a swing point. You have this swing point laying out here at $48.92. If you take that out with volume, guess what? That's going to be another ABC structure on the way down. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. After the close out here today, we got a lot of numbers coming out also. Dow Industrials right now are up 37. NASDAQ is up 32. S&Ps are up 5.5. Gold contract down 5.10. Be right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 32. Nasdaq's up 30. S&Ps are up 4.5. Let's go to our man Al in Tampa. What's going on, brother?
Not much. I'm trying to figure out lumber liquidators. It kind of threw me a curve today.
Let's take a look at it. So we got LL Lumber Liquidators. The low for the year is 14. The high is 41. It's down $3.46. And they come out with numbers. So, you know,
this is what I was thinking. I was looking at it. Remember, we talked about the short interest, and the short interest on it has gone down so much. And then I was reading today that they have an option expiration date at a strike price of 36, and they said that could cause it to be very volatile. I just don't understand it. Maybe you can look at it and give me an idea.
But we've talked about this gap, Al. You know that gap was laying there, man, right?
Yeah, I know. They have to fill. Usually you say they have to fill gaps.
Yeah, that's the danger. That was the danger part. They said gapped forward, and that's where you made a bundle in July. You know, it was for 24 bucks. It goes up to 33. It goes sideways, and
goes up to 41.
Right, and then let me show you something here that's really subtle. That what happens, folks, is this, and this is subtle, but if you are really into an equity and you're trading the same equity a lot, it's kind of cool because once you pick it up, you'll pay attention to it. So when we went sideways for quite a bit of time, right? And then see the down days, like if I start you just with, you hit a high of 41, right? Then you go sideways for 41 you hit on, let's see, September 8th, right? Then you go sideways again until October 2nd. And then October 3rd, you see that the volume picked up 2.4 million?
Yeah.
And you broke a little swing, right? Okay, so that was one of the first clues, like, okay, you have a seller, right? You go sideways again. Next time the volume picks up again, October 10th, see how it picked up again? 1.6 million?
Yeah.
Okay, so now watch this. Now, as you're going sideways, and this is going to be the most crucial one, and it's only subtle, but you can see it. Yesterday, see how it picked up again to 1.9, and it was going lower?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, that's telling you it's going down. That's some picture something, and this is not. Someone always knows something. And that's not saying that they know something illegally. Fundamentalists will do the work in a credible way, meaning, looking at stores. Okay, they selling product. What are they doing, okay? And that is someone that's saying, hey, I want out, or I basically want to short the stock.
Well, the sales were up. The sales were up 4.3.
They missed their numbers, man. That's what it says.
Well, but their same sales stores were up 4.3.
Net sales missed lowest estimate. That's what it says here. 1 second. So net sales, the range had been 258 million to 266, and they came in with 258. So it's the low end. You know, comp sales were up 3.8%.
Yeah.
But bottom line is that, you know, the real bottom line is that you got to pay attention to these gaps, man. And
Okay, I saw the gap. I was always worrying about the gap, and I'm still lucky I'm in at 1550. So
yeah, well, what you know what you can do, man. You can take your money now. I know it's not as nice as this morning, but you can take your money now and then wait till it fills that gap at $25 instead of taking more heat from 25 to 31.
Okay.
Listen,
I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take it, and I'll trade it, the volatility. I was doing that, making money. That's what I'll do.
Well, listen, I know it's hard. It's not easy, but the bottom line is that if you don't sell it, put a stop in. Do something, okay? Because this gap wants to get filled out, you know, so.
Well, can you look at another one for me? Groupons.
Yep.
Their numbers come out tomorrow. GRPN.
Say it again, please.
Groupons.
GRPN. Okay, GRPN. I hadn't looked at this in a long time. Okay, so Groupon. Okay, so 474. It's up 11 cents.
66.
Okay, so this ain't bad. Okay, let me see this thing. 1 second. Well, this isn't a consolidation.
I'm lucky I'm at 409, so.
Yeah, I'd stay right there. This is so. What you have with this? This is all about how it broke topside February of 2016. You know,
yeah.
And that's what it's been going against ever since. You know, so and this is a classic. If you want to see fill in a gap, right? You know, $2.96, right? It goes all the way up to $5.96, and where does it come back to? $2.90, and then takes off again. You know, so. On that one there, you could stay there. I wouldn't, that doesn't look to me like it wants to get, toasted. Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. After the close out here, let's go take a look at Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts will have some action after the close. Electronic Arts is up $1.93, trading $119.52, and this baby's going right after its highs. Now, this is a classic here, folks. So when you're coming out with numbers, see how this is pressing with volume today? You know, yesterday, the day before, you did 2.8 million. You did 2.6 million. Guess what? Today's 3.8. That's pressing a swing point with volume. So what we should get after the close is that this baby should break topside after the close. That's the theory. The theory would be that someone basically, is buying it, and they're buying it because they know the number's going to be good. And then, we'll see how that shakes out. But it's always cool inside of the aspect of earnings that you can get that failure or that you can get that reward very quickly, so you can really get to understand the markets more, and you can understand how markets push into swing highs and push into swing lows. If we go over and take a look at the GDX right now, I like what the GDX is doing. This is what the GDX needed, because yesterday, we go higher with 35 million shares. That wasn't enough shares going higher, not even close either. I needed about 50. But what we did out here today is that now you're backing down with 18 million. You haven't got to the swing low of 22.30. That is an indication that you're building some cause to try to get into higher price. And the higher price that you want to get into if you're in the gold market here for the GDX, folks, is $23.18. You get inside that number, then you'll see more strength coming into the marketplace. Excuse me, folks. We go take a look at the Apple. Apple's going to be so interesting, man, because Apple, bottom line, in 3 days, this thing has been a rocket ship. We just went from 156 to 168. So when Apple comes out with its numbers, that's going to be at an all-time high. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are trading up 27. NASDAQ is up 29. S&Ps are up 3.75. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is up 24. You get the NASDAQ up 26. S&Ps are up 3. We take a look at percentage-wise out here. You have the Dow up 0.1%, S&Ps up 0.1%, NASDAQ up 0.3. Let's go over to the IBB. We look at these biotechs. Biotechs out here down 266 today, trading 314. Put this on a weekly for a second. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. This is set up. Once we got back inside the strength from June, the high of that strength was 323. The low of that is 293. So you're into this right now by $9. That's saying that you have 302 game inside that IBB, and the IBB. If in fact we get that, that's what's going to actually put a little pressure on the NASDAQ composite. Thus far, composite, we're up 26 bucks. We're at 27.25, and bottom line, you're still at all-time highs. Dow Industrials. Let's see where if we actually hit another high. We didn't hit another high in the Dow out here. We did in the S&P and NDX 100. We did in the index 100 also. 62.50. We're at 62.45 right now. It hit 62.58. And volume-wise, let's see what we did on the composite. Yeah, we're going to do a couple billion. We've done a couple billion the last few days. Well, we did a couple billion yesterday. We did 2.4 billion last Friday. And if we go take a look at the IWM, so the IWM came down hard yesterday. Bottom line, you're right back topside. But what you do have here, now this is pretty cool. The IWM came down hard on the 25th. You went topside on the 27th. And, oh, we haven't tested that yet. Oh, man, that's what it wants to test. 149.91. Oh, baby. Okay. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers for you after the close. Dow Industrials are up 18. NASDAQ is up 26. S&Ps are up 3. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling proud with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. This is a great card. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without taking action on that idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. And don't worry about failing either, folks. Bottom line, get up again, do it again. It's a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 28. NASDAQ up 28, S&P's up 4. Gold contract down $6.10, trading at $12.71 an ounce. Silver down 13 cents, $16.71 an ounce. Platinum, $9.10 an ounce. Light sweet crude, up 26 cents, trading $54.41 a barrel. API coming out at 4:30 this afternoon. We'll see what kind of supplies we have at 4:30. Notes, 10-year note, down 4 ticks, 124.28. 30-year bond up 2 ticks, 152.14. King dollar down 4 ticks, 94.450. The euro is trading at 116.5 to the US dollar. The yen at 13 3/4 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? Let's go to the world of electronic arts. They just come out with numbers. That closed at $119.60. It's trading $115.20 right now. Let's see what they have to say. So it's trading down $4. The estimate, let's see. Let's get this. So, second quarter, the estimate was 54 cents. They made 62. The third quarter, the estimate was 240. They see it's coming in at 215. So that's why that baby's down right now. That's what that's looking at. The earnings per share beat estimate. Net revenue, the estimate for revenue was $1.18 billion. They took in $1.18 billion. The excuse me, folks. Digital, this is pretty amazing. And if you remember, you know, you go back, of course, there used to be games, packaged games. Now, inside electronic arts, watch these numbers. This is pretty wild. The packaged good market, their estimate was $332 million. They took in $270. That being said, look at the digital market. So the digital market, the estimate was $566 million. No, this is year over year. I'm sorry. So this is year over year. $566 million. They took in $689 million. That is huge, man. Because, of course, what ends up happening there, that's not costing them anything in order to deliver that product. Big numbers. No two ways about that. Gold contract. Let's go to Bitcoin first. So what you have with Bitcoin is this. Bitcoin, another all-time high out here today. Bitcoin traded up to $6,416. We're at $63.57 right now. And what's going on here, this is going to be a big number, folks. Why? Because what's happening is that the CME, which is the largest, one of the largest, basically, futures traders in the world, right out of Chicago, want to list futures in Bitcoin, and they plan on doing that before the end of this year. You're talking about the next 60 days. The world's largest exchange owner reversed course today and said it plans to introduce Bitcoin futures by the end of this year, only a month after dismissing such a plan. The largest cryptocurrency, which has surged more than sixfold this year, climbed to a record high after the announcement. Bottom line, the banks are going to go wild over this, especially J.P. Morgan. CME's neighbor across the street in Chicago seems to have had a lot to do with the decision. CBOE Global Markets said earlier this year that it was going to begin a Bitcoin futures contract by year end or early 2018 and awaits approval from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. The CME contract, which will settle in cash and use a daily price from the CME Bitcoin reference rate, which is supported by the digital exchanges Bitstamp, GDAX, iBit, and Kraken. Missing from that list is Gemini, one of the other large global exchanges, which struck a deal with the CBOE. So check this out. What they're going to do is this. They're going to take the prices from from 4 exchanges, average them out. That's what's going to be the price. It's going to be a cash close. It's going to be a cash settlement. This is going to be amazing. A functioning derivatives market could help professional traders and investors across access the incredible volatility inherent in Bitcoin without having to trade on unfamiliar venues that may risk anti-money laundering and know your customer rules. It will also allow traders to hedge their cash positions in the digital currency, which to date has been difficult to do. As the world's largest regulated FX marketplace, CME Group is a natural home for this new vehicle that will provide investors with transparency, price discovery, and risk transfer capabilities, Terrence Duffy, CME's chief executive officer, said in a statement today. The creation of Bitcoin futures is a key step in opening the asset to institutional investors who currently have few opportunities said Spencer Bogart, head of research at Blockchain Capital, a San Francisco-based venture capital firm. Bitcoin Investment Trust, currently one of the only avenues for investors seeking Bitcoin-backed securities, is trading at a premium of more than 30% above net asset value. The trust, known as GBTC, is a physical fund, meaning it holds Bitcoins itself. Now, watch this, folks. This is what's going to be pretty wild. The futures itself. So this trust is trading at a 30% premium. Now, when they first come out with the futures, I don't expect that premium to get crushed. What I do expect, though, is that once they have the future market going, next what you're going to see is they're going to get options on the futures. Then what you're going to see is that you're going to see that premium get crushed. GBTC. We'll bring that up in a second. See if I can get it right now, actually. GBTC. Okay, so, and this is really important to understand, because if you want to get in that market, there's no reason to buy this GBTC, okay? They hold in physical coins. You're paying $828 a share, and you're paying right now, in fact, this fund right now is 46.317% premium you're paying to own it. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at DDD. So DDD is 3D Systems. That closed at $12.38. That is getting hammered after the close. That's trading at $10.11. And that looks like it's going to be in another ABC structure on the way down. Yeah, it's blowing away 1163. This is down in the last 6 months from 24. And, oh, yeah. So you get a high, $6. That thing wants to run to $6. Pretty intense, no doubt. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, right here, every Tuesday and Thursday, Andy has an outstanding show, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. You can get the show right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. Now, as you're coming over to TFNN, you're going to see right in the carousel, our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, gain free access to Andy's 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. And what that's all about, folks, you can test drive either one of his newsletters. You can test drive Daily Essentials, which is his daily newsletter, or the Technomento Commodity Report, which is his weekly newsletter, and you're going to get that full course. The course started in September. Bottom line, you sign up for it, you're going to get the first 3 lessons. Well, you get the first 2 lessons today. Third lesson's coming out tomorrow morning. Overview of market structures. December, he's going to be talking about backwardation and contango. January, term structure. February, processing spreads. Bottom line, outstanding education, even if you don't trade in the commodity market, but understanding commodities, folks, because guess what? Every single day, that's one thing that we use, and we use big time. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, man.
How are you?
Oh,
are
man, you know what we should have done? Oh, I was going to do this, man. You know what happens, folks? We get a great green screen here. I was going to do something on the green screen. I could have done that, man. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Next year.
All I would have had to do, too, by the way, folks, is just wear a green shirt, and then you wouldn't see me. Yeah. Isn't that wild? I know.
I have a little costume, but I'll put it on when the kids start coming to the house later.
Oh, yeah? Are you the boogeyman? What are you?
No, I'll be a mouse. My mouse is. I'm low maintenance.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Low maintenance. All right, there's a lot to talk about today.
Okay, where do you want to start?
All right, let's start with something very interesting with the ETF structures.
Okay.
Could you pull up a chart of JO and tell me where the closing price was on the coffee ETF?
So JO, yep, $15.93.
Right. Now, what they're trying to do is stop people out of that. This is very interesting because look at where the price is trading now in the aftermarket.
Okay, 1 second. That's 16.16.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and look at the low of the day.
15.93. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I saw a higher low than where they pegged it.
Okay.
They pegged it much too low on the close, which tells me that we could see a rally in coffee tomorrow. Trying to stop people out and then take it higher. We'll see what happens. But I think that was a very low close based on the fact that coffee closed down under a penny today. Pretty big move.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. Let me see for a second. Okay. It always, a lot of this, too, has to do like, okay, what's inside this? Because this is it's the Bloomberg Bloomberg Coffee Total Return Sub Index. It's like, okay, what's in that sub index?
It's an ETN. It's an ETN.
Yeah, right.
So they're probably rolling some contracts.
Yeah, there'll be bonds in there, right?
There's all kinds of stuff in there. Just be very careful with this. It does a pretty good job of replicating.
Okay.
But, there are times where it stops people out and, because of crazy market moves.
Sure.
So just got to be cognizant of that one. All right. So that's the first one. The second one, well, we'll talk about precious metals a little bit. Look, these things are suffering right now under the weight of a dollar that's over the 94.40 level.
Yep.
On the dollar index, suffering on the bonds, and waiting for the president to announce who the Fed chair is going to be.
And that's supposedly Thursday. So
that's Thursday. So I'd say that Powell is probably a neutral choice.
Right.
Taylor will be a bearish choice.
Right.
Yellen will be a bullish choice.
Yeah. No, I suspect Powell's the one because I
suspect Powell.
Yeah,
he loves the highest stock market.
Well, and he doesn't. Then he has his person he chooses. He didn't have Yellen. Right. And he hasn't screwed with the stock market because he doesn't want to do that, right? You know,
exactly the right analysis and exactly the right way to look at it.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Oh yeah, listen, man. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
You certainly never know, especially with this president. You never know. I heard you talking about Bitcoin before the break.
How about that, huh?
Very significant that Terry Duffy at the CME is going to introduce futures on Bitcoin and options. I think that it's a further validation of the digital currency markets. Won't be long before Amazon starts accepting them as payment. Listen, technology, baby. And I think they'll be very successful.
Yeah, you know what's going to be interesting, folks, and Andy, is that, so picture that I suspect there's a lot of people that are in Bitcoin that really haven't traded stocks, that traded futures. It just because, it's a cryptocurrency. It started when, people were on computers. And if you got in there early, you've been very successful. What's going to be crazy is that if they ever try to get if they get in the futures market and then really see something move around, meaning because now what happens, folks, you have to pay for it. And in the futures market, of course, it's going to be levered up or down. It's like, oh my God, right?
Yeah, it could be crazy. I'm dying to know where they're going to set initial margins for this thing.
Yeah, I know. It's
usually 5 to 10% of contract value. I think this one you got to set.
Yeah,
I think this one you got to set at 20 to 30%.
Right, that makes sense. Right.
And I think that the CFTC will lean on the CME to do that.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
If they're smart, they do it at 10%. This thing can move 10% in a blink of an eye.
It moves 10% almost every day.
Right.
Right. I mean,
20
today,
to 30%.
Yeah, today it moved $240.
Yeah, so 5%.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about oil in a little while because we got those numbers coming out. But a couple other things to note here. Lumber.
Yeah, lumber, man.
Today. Lumbering high at 493.50 is the level to watch. All-time high.
Is it that? That's the all-time high, right? So when was that? I got to bring this up. This
1993, I believe.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a perfect storm in lumber.
Yeah, it is.
You got the fires, you got the hurricanes, you got rebuilding, you got new home construction, you got it all.
Yep, look at that.
And you got the potential for tariffs out of Canada. So, that's the bottom line over there.
Look at those spikes.
Yeah, crazy. Hey, meats. Let's talk about something else here. Let's talk about a stock we haven't talked about in a long time, which is Chipotle.
Oh.
So Chipotle, we talked about that a lot in 2015, Tom, you and I. And I was really bearish. I had written a lot of stuff. Really bearish stuff on Chipotle, saying that basically, their reputation is toast and this stock is going lower. And this stock has continued. I mean, it's around 270. And now Chipotle's going to get hit with something else that the analysts aren't watching. And I've been working on an article about this.
Okay.
The price of all animal proteins has skyrocketed over the last 2.5 months.
Wow. Right.
Chicken's up 25%. Pork is up almost 21%. Beef is up 17%. Cost of goods sold on Chipotle. Earnings are going to be bad next quarter.
Well, so Chipotle, you got a daily ABC down to 120. You got a monthly to 100.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Andy and I are coming right back, folks. We'll be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking markets. We're talking commodities. And we are also going to be getting these oil numbers out here. So as soon as they come across, we'll make sure we get them right to you, folks.
So we were talking about Chipotle before the end. So you have these big rallies in meats, and listen, they serve rice and beans, but the center of those burrito bowls are chicken, carnitas, pork, and steak. So cost of goods sold going up, sales going down. Not a good prospect for here. And this bill, they introduced this queso, this cheese. And I think that Bill Ackman winds up having the queso on his face because he's long at $416 a share.
Yeah, so it's tomorrow. Tomorrow they come out with numbers. Oh, no.
Oh, they came out.
They just came out. They just came out.
They missed.
February 1st. Okay, right. Yeah.
They missed. They got absolutely killed, and stocks at 271.
Yeah.
So
trouble in paradise.
Doesn't look good there. Trouble in paradise. I mean, it was they have to sell this restaurant to a more experienced hand. They need new management. They need something. They got to really shake it up if they're going to survive. Reputation is everything in the food business, Tom, and they lost it.
In the food business, intense. So let's see. Nope, the oil numbers aren't there yet.
All right, so we'll talk a little bit about crude oil while we're waiting for them. Crude oil is just chugging its way up to the year's highs, which is now, about 75 cents or so above today's high.
Okay.
We got up to 54.58. The level of technical resistance is at 55.24. That's been my target. I think we'll go a little bit above there. Crude oil, the processing spreads look supportive. Gasoline is still very strong. Heating oil, very strong. That's good news. The Brent is very strong. Brent is up over $60.
Yeah.
Almost 61 bucks. So, it looks very strong. Of course, the next move is going to come as a result of the API numbers and the EIA numbers.
This is going to be interesting too, right? I mean, because, if you break this level that Andy's talking about, folks, you can be at like 60 in a heartbeat, man. So it's,
we can also we have to remember when we broke. Remember we broke support on June 21st. Support was at 42.20.
Yep, went to
and we
42.
went down to 42.50,
Yep.
42.05, and then we exploded higher.
Right.
You could also get a move like that where it just breaks it marginally and then goes back.
Which is expected. No, I'm with you there.
Right. So, I mean, it's very hard for me to get bullish above 50. I was very bullish in the 40s.
Yes.
I'm a lot less bullish right here at these prices.
What about natural gas? Now, natural gas is right under that $3 again, man.
Natural gas, Tom, is interesting here. Look, they're killing this thing going into the winter. It's not even the withdrawal season yet. I'm a scale down buyer of this thing here. I know it looks ugly. You got to hold your nose. You got to be prepared to take some pain. But you are going to get at least one winter rally there, and that winter rally is going to take it above 3, maybe 320, maybe 340, and if it's a cold winter, a lot higher. So I think this is an opportunity in natural gas. Natural gas, you got to buy when it's ugly, and it is ugly.
Yep. That's
the seasonal factor. I mean, look, it looks on the chart like it's going to test 250, 220.
Right.
There's no question about it.
Right.
But you know what? If it goes down there, I'll have bought a couple of times. I want to go into the winter long, and this is the opportunity. I'd rather be buying it on the downside than buying it when it's rallying.
Okay, so API said the U.S. crude stocks fell 5.09 million barrels last week. It'll take them a few more minutes to get the rest of these out.
Wow. Okay, maybe we get the high tomorrow. Maybe we get the new highs tomorrow for the year. That's a big number, 5.0. Now, do you know what was expected?
That will come out with the next number. You know, it's interesting that they're really slow on these on Tuesday afternoons with these. It's interesting because they're supposed to be out at 4:30, right?
Well, it's Halloween,
Oh, man.
It's Halloween, and there's the World Series tonight. By the way, did you see that game the other night?
I didn't. I heard it was amazing, right?
It was the best baseball game I've ever watched.
Really?
It was crazy. I mean, first the Dodgers scored in the first inning, and then the Astros caught up, and then the Dodgers went ahead by 3 runs, and then the Astros caught up. It was wild. I mean, this is two great teams, no question. Really, lots of fun. I'm a baseball fan. I'm kind of agnostic, although my son lives in Houston.
Okay.
My dad was always a Dodgers fan, so for me it's back and forth. I'm like you. If the Red Sox are not in, it's less interesting. For me, if the Yankees are not in, it's less interesting.
Right.
So at this point, I'm watching it, but I'll tell you, the games are fantastic.
Okay.
So entertaining.
I guess it starts tonight at, 5 o'clock Eastern time? So that's when you
It's
get
5 o'clock, Game 6 tonight. If Houston wins, they take it all.
Yeah. Hey, so can we get back to the hogs for a second? What?
Yeah.
Man, those things took off like a rocket ship today. So what's going on with that?
Well, I got a couple of theories. First of all, last October was so bearish in the hogs.
Yeah.
Got down for just under 41 cents a pound. I think that a lot of people went into this October looking for a big sell-off after the high season, and they got caught short. So that's one thing. Second thing is China's buying all commodities. And, 1.4 billion people eat a lot of pork.
Yeah.
And they own Smithfield Foods.
Right.
So I think that pork exports are up a lot. And the bottom line here is that that thing is flying, man. I mean, the price next June is up over 80 cents. Wait, look close today.
68, I got it.
No, 68 on the December.
Yeah.
The next June, the grilling season, 81.6 cents.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because I get a high of 2017 was 92. So man, that is amazing. Now hogs only take months in order to basically get out, right? Yeah.
Right,
so
exactly. Look at cattle.
Yeah.
$1.25.
No, I can.
I mean, these are some big numbers, Tom. They reached their lows in August. The hogs and the cattle, and that's why I'm saying, Chipotle. This is like lumber. We got the perfect bullish storm.
Yes.
Chipotle, you got the perfect bearish storm.
Yeah, no, I can see
I
that.
don't know what else
Capital
could go wrong
Grill.
with this company. Huh?
I'm just curious. Capital Grill. Is Capital Grill No, I guess that's not a public company. I was looking, because
listen.
the state companies will start getting hit too, right?
Well, yeah, but
they can go up on the price.
They have good. If you have a good reputation, you can raise your price.
Right.
If you raise your price in your Chipotle, you hear a pin drop in those stores.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
That's the restaurant business. Very, very unforgiving business.
Right. Here I go. I got the rest of them for you.
All right, awesome.
Okay, so crude inventories fell 5.09 million last week. Cushing, put them here, sir. Cushing minus 263,000. Gasoline was down, this is a big one, 7.7 million barrels, a drawdown. Distilled was 3.11 million barrels.
3.11 down?
Yeah. It said gasoline draw would be the largest since early September.
What's oil doing now? Is oil exploding?
Let me just see something.
I'm a little delayed here.
Yeah, I can get it on the other side. Just give me 1 second. USO.
Big numbers.
Not really. It's not exploding yet. No.
Big numbers. Big numbers. They'll wait for the EIA tomorrow.
Folks, 20 minutes right here. I'm Mr. Andy Heck. Go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. Andy, thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Look forward to the show at 5.
Thanks, bud.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 28. Nasdaq was up 28. S&Ps are up 4.5. And let's see what Facebook, Google, and Twitter had to say. So Facebook, Google, and Twitter told Congress they aren't sure they've measured the full extent of Russia's manipulation of social networks in last year's presidential campaign, and they don't yet know that they have the technology to prevent it from happening again. It's really a global threat, Colin Stretch, Facebook's general counsel, said Tuesday at the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee hearing when asked if countries such as North Korea and Iran could use subterfuge to interfere in American politics. The session was the first in 2 days of hearings before 3 congressional committees as technology companies face demands for change and the threat of new legislation to regulate political advertising. After they acknowledged extensive efforts by Russians to sow discord and spread disinformation. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, the committee's sub-chairman, said social media platforms have failed to combat disinformation spread by foreigners. He cautions that imposing new regulations on the technology may raise constitutional issues. Well, it wouldn't raise constitutional issues, folks. Okay, so check this out. They made this kind of clear, too, in some of this testimony. It doesn't raise constitutional issues when it's a paid advertisement. Because what happens is this. So picture you can think whatever you want to think. There's no doubt about that. Freedom of speech, all of that's there, right? You can say whatever you want to say. When it's paid advertisement, the bottom line has to be labeled paid advertisement, and so that everyone knows what's going on. That's the issue here. The issue is this an opinion or is this a fact, and is this paid advertisement? What ends up happening, the way that that I'd look at this is that if you're a newspaper or if you're a radio station, okay, because we did this a lot when we had the station up in New Hampshire. Well, we were regulated. The stations are regulated. You had to, number one, keep a log. You had to know who the advertiser was. It had to be stated inside the ad on a continual basis. And so that isn't a constitutional issue as to freedom of speech. That I think the biggest issue is that we just want to know what's coming at us. The manipulation of social media sites by terrorist organizations and foreign governments is one of the greatest challenges to American democracy and significant threat to our national security, Graham said in the statement. He said that the hearing would determine whether legislative solutions are necessary and can be constructed consistent with our Constitution and values. Democrats on the panel made clear that it will press harder for legislation action on technology companies which have become major lobbyists and campaign contributors in Washington, D.C. Subcommittee member Richard Blumenthal, a Connecticut Democrat, told reporters legislation is needed because I doubt they found all the ads and posts. I doubt that, too. The practice and potential abuse are ongoing right now. Disinformation is going to become exponentially more rampant. Well, we know that. I mean, the social media is full of it continually. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island, the Senate panel's top Democrat, said at the hearing that the issue goes beyond how technology companies can stop Russian agents from buying ads. Our adversaries have access to tools well beyond political advertising, he said. Foreign actors were hijacking American social networks and manipulating how the platforms work to get people to share their content and to launder Russian propaganda. Yeah, that's going to be harder now. Not just Russian, any type of propaganda, because that is out there on a continual basis, no doubt. Stretch said in prepared testimony for the subcommittee that 29 million people were directly served content from accounts backed by the Internet Research Agency, a pro-Kremlin Russian group. After those posts were liked, shared, and commented on via Facebook's social network, they landed in the news feeds of about 126 million people at some point over a 2-year period, the testimony said. That's equivalent to about 40% of the U.S. population. Twitter found 2,752 accounts associated with the IRA. I can't say the IRA. That's Internet Research Agency, according to prepared testimony by Acting General Counsel Sean Edgett. More than 10 times the number originally disclosed. Edgett made clear that the company continues to investigate. Google said the impact on its sites was much smaller, with $4,700 worth of ads linked to the Russian group, compared with $100,000 Facebook early disclosed. going to really blow my mind if $100,000 got you in front of, what are the 126 million people in the U.S. Not that everyone reads that news feed, but that's pretty impressive. The spread of, so this is Google's statement here. The spread of misinformation, extremist content, and hate speech online is a serious issue. Google's senior counsel for law enforcement and information security said in written testimony, addressing these threats is a goal that Google shares with the committee, and we are fully committed to working with the government, civil society, and private sector to do our part. In 2018, Google will release a transparency report for election ads and pair that with a library of election ad content that will be accessible to researchers and will make it easier for users to understand who bought the election ads they see in our networks. He says users will simply be able to click on the icon accompanying political ads that will identify who paid for them. Facebook Stretch indicated the company would welcome a discussion of new legislation. He stopped short of endorsing a proposal from Democratic Senators Mark Warner and Republican John McCain that would require online political advertising to comply with the same disclosure requirements as broadcast ads. Why wouldn't it? It doesn't make any sense that they can have something that the regular broadcast ad doesn't. Why not? The reason that they don't want that, by the way, too, folks, is then a person has to basically look at these versus just a computer. McCain said Tuesday that the latest disclosures by the technology company show legislation is much needed. He said there will be further revelations and there will be more information. As I told you 4 months ago, this is a centipede and the other shoe will drop. Bottom line, this is like the what is it? The HAL, right? It was a 2001 The Space Odyssey. When the computers take over, that is one of the deals, folks. Why they don't want the aspect of regulation, because they want the computers to be able to do the work. That's how this shakes out. Under 877-927-6648. We go take a look at, DRI. Let me see. So I know someone called and said, so there's, is it Darden that owns, let's see. So Darden Restaurants, I'm not sure if they own Capital Grill or not. Thanks for calling, whoever did call there. So let's look at Darden Restaurants anyway. We were talking with Andy, we were talking about the cost of food. So Darden's trading at $82.27. Next, they come out with the numbers in December. And it's not a bad looking stock. I mean, this looks like it's going to still hang tough at 74. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back with some more numbers. And, of course, our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up at 5 o'clock. And don't forget, you can get all the programming at TFNN right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, and your browser, hit Tiger TV. Coming right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So tomorrow after the close, we're talking Google, we're talking Facebook. After the close tomorrow, Facebook's coming out with their numbers. Right now, they're expecting to do in 90 days, folks, $9.8 billion. Per year, they do $26 billion right now, and that just in advertising. So they do $500 million a month in advertising. Now, if you go over to Google, Google is pushing, let's see, 64. Google's pushing $70 billion a year just in advertising. $70 billion. How's that? Over $1 billion a week in advertising. So big numbers. So that's tomorrow. Facebook coming out on Thursday. Apple's the number. Facebook comes out right after the close tomorrow. Thursday, Apple's coming out. Apple's at an all-time high right now, 169.64. Bottom line, that's all about buying stock, buying iPhones, buying all the above. Bottom line is that we'll see if Apple comes in with the numbers that they need to come in with. But right now, Apple is going to be looking on this quarter here to do $50 billion. And this is their year. This was interesting about Apple. Apple closes out their fiscal year on this number, which is really smart, by the way, too, because their largest quarter is the October, November, December. The one we're in right now. They expect to do $50 billion for the last quarter. The coming quarter, they're expecting to do $85 billion. Out of that, for a yearly basis, $136 billion is in iPhone sales, services $24 billion, Macintosh $22 billion, and iPad $11 billion. Other products $11 billion. Big numbers. There's no two ways about that. And Apple is getting closer, edging every day closer to that $1 trillion market cap. Apple right now, as of the close of today, has an $873 billion market cap. Pretty amazing. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next to Growl and Prowl with you. And always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
Grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.